Shalom Akim. First, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle, the great millstone, who rule well, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom unto you. And I just want to talk to you real quick about the deception of Edom and how they carry an alluring, seductive type of satanic spirit, because we know that their father is Satan, and they are the physical counterpart of Satan on the earth. And the scriptures also said that they are the Most High sword. They carry out and punish, especially for the nation of Israel, and they are the sword of the Most High, and the whooping stick to the Israel and even the other nations. Even the other nations suffer the madness, and the scriptures also talk about how Esau ruled the nation in anger. He everything he does is in anger, hate, and to completely obliviate the other nations, and to keep himself financially satisfied, because his lust for power and blood is unquenchable. It's unquenchable like death, and we know people die every second of the day around the world. And Esau's lust for power and greed and so forth is likened that unto death, according to the scriptures. So I'm just briefly sharing that when I was out of work, and now I've been recently back to work about a month. It was really an awesome thing in a sense where I was able to study a lot and do a lot of videos and participate with some brothers making videos, and to really be being able to choose to be away from Esau. But going back to Esau, it just goes to show you, and working with them at this new job, it's just to show you how deceiving they are, and how easy our people can be deceived if they don't have the spirit of the Hamashiach Yahweh Shai on them, and the word in their hearts. I mean, when I went back to, they were, I was with this Edomite chick, and it's like I said, she wasn't too bad, with looking broad, but she was super nice, and buying me drinks and talking about Jesus this and God that. I didn't say nothing, of course. I'm not, I don't want to talk nothing about the scriptures with that devil. I don't care, what she looked like. And so, I just nod my head or just smile or something like that. And she was buying pizzas and stuff. And, if I wouldn't have had, if I would have been back, in my church mind state, some years back, I would have fell for it. I would have been, like, oh yeah, she's a nice, saved, individual. But that's how, they win you jakes over, man. They win you over with flattery and trickery. And then, then they're going for the kill, and before you know it, you doing you sleeping with, her, and she's a married woman. But that's how they do, man. I've been set up like that in the church before, man. This Edomite wanted me to hang with him, and before you know it, he was trying to prep me, to be with his wife so he can watch. And it's a true story, man. And his wife was in the choir. And he's, and he's right-hand man with the pastor. But this is the type of sickness that goes on these Edomite churches, man. These synagogues of Satan. The Bible talks about Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. Esau is the synagogue of Satan. And them rat Jews over there in Israel, especially Amalekites, they are the worst of the Edomites, the pure scum of the earth, man. But, it just... I'm sharing this to show this chick. If I wouldn't have had the spirit of the Hamashiach Yahushua, man, I would have fell for anything, man. Like I said, that's what they do, man. They allure you, make everything seem nice, and it's so great, and we're such a nice people, man. They're devils, man. I mean, and then she shared a little bit with me about her family. I mean, it's some weird shit going on. I mean, how in the hell are you gonna have you living with your mama, your father, your brothers, and your sisters, and you and your boyfriend, and y'all work at the same damn place? That's some weird ass shit, man. You got a whole two or three families living in one house. So ain't no telling what them damn devils are doing behind the curtains, man. They probably having damn orgies and shit, man. And so like the scripture says in let's see, Matthew, Shalakia, Psalms chapter 55 and 21. The words of the mouth, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's how basically they took over Israel. They were telling Israel they were at peace with us, and then they turn around and then attack us and seize Israel. And that's when, the scriptures, Yahweh Shai was prophesying that, no stone shall be left, and, and everything shall be knocked to the ground, talking about Israel. And he says, and Yahweh Shai went on to say, when you see that day, flee to the mountains. And so we ran into Africa because we already had Israelite cities and Israelite brothers over there in the place that's so-called Africa. So they did the same thing in Israel. Then they did the same things with the Native Americans. When they came over here and shook hands and signed treaties and then turned around and broke all damn 400 some odd treaties. They didn't whoop the Native Americans straight up like men. They did sneaky ass pussy shit like Amalekite did in the scriptures. Well, when we were traveling through the desert, they would attack the women and children towards the end of the lines. When we were traveling and going forth through the Middle Eastern deserts, they do the same thing today. They don't fight you straight up. They're gonna wait till you're asleep and throw a damn flash bomb or smoke bomb in your house and then scare the hell out of your kids and come in with all black with a mask on and take you away in some van and then interrogate you. That's Esau the damn devil. And you jakes are so easy to fool, man. You're too easy. You're too dumb. All he has to do is give you a GMO feast, and then you believe every word he says, and then you're ready to bow down to him in his church. All he has to do is give you a GMO feast or a gift card to get some GMO food, or some cheap ass gift that's going to fall apart in a year, and you jakes is, and that's all there is to it, and life is simple after that. Matthew 24 and 24, and don't let me even go on to churches. Oh my goodness, that those satanic magic, those Chris Angel magic tricks that he's doing in the church. He's really got, you can't tell you can't talk to a Christian nigga, man. A Christian Negro and woman is the worst people to talk to. You can't tell them ain't no place called hell. Oh, you're gonna go to hell. You like the brother said in New York, man. If you over 50 years old and you still talk about you gonna go to hell if you do this and that, you the dumbest person on the earth. You a dumb SOB, man. You are beyond stupid. How do you send a fleshly body that has energy in it that's ran off electricity into a flame to burn? You can't burn fire with fire. So I'm going to read on Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, inasmuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the elect. And that's what's going on in these synagogues of Satan, in Esau's church, with his painted image and his cross of Tammuz, the mystic Ptah that you have around your neck that he stole from the Hamites. But you don't know nothing about that, because most of you don't know nothing. And that's okay. I mean, that's okay. I'm not even really mad at you. The Most High just chose not to wake you up. And after your fire and brimstone shower, then you'll get at the end. You'll get in towards the end of the 1,000-year reign. You just have to be, rebirthed into the kingdom. But I'm not going to spend too much more time. I'm going to wrap this up. But man, I'm telling you, man, these Edomites are just devils, man. They have a satanic, alluring, seducing spirit, and you jakes fall into that, because our neighborhoods and the curses on us, we're so out of what we should be. We seek refuge in our oppressor. And Ecclesiastic talks about that. We seek refuge in our oppressor, but we find none. And that's how you end up with the Trayvon Martin and those type of incidents, because you've shaken hands with this man. You think that he's the answer, but he turns around and murders you in the street and then steals everything you have. So, with that being said, Shalom, Akim, and Akawata. Shalom.